Hi, this is Senator John Matthews, and you're watching the Orangeburg County Educational Network.
But I see you, and we're gonna walk it out. Mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, we'll rise like the day, we'll rise up, rise unafraid, we'll rise up and do it 1,000 times again. Yes, we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up and do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you,
We're here at Mohawk Mania, Bethune Elementary and High School, Middle School, and we've got Miss Jacqueline Hodges. She is the director of the program, and we have our illustrious Senator John Matthews, who initiated the program. So we're all excited about the day's activities and events. I've lost my breath, but this is just wonderful. Talk to us about today's program and what happened during the summer.
During the summer, we had the opportunity to do things that we normally are not able to do. This year, we were able to have smaller classroom, 1 to 15. We were able to, those students that were performing 2 grades or below, we had a Read and Recover certified teacher on staff, and she was able to give those students 6 weeks of intense reading strategies. We also heard Senator Matthews talk about STEM. So this year, our 8th grade team teach, and they provided those students each day with a STEM activity. So that was just a wonderful insight for us this year.
You know, people are going to get mad at Bowman. Y'all are doing so much fantastic stuff out here. Just wonderful. And tell us about this gentleman here, if you will.
I am elated to know Senator Matthews. I've known him for a while. I've been in the Bowman community for about 21 years, and I remember when they were getting ready to open a daycare, how they came to me and asked me would I open the daycare. So I stopped teaching for 2 years just to open a daycare facility for them. I thank Senator Matthews for believing in the children and the students, the faculty here at Bethune Bowman Elementary and Middle High School. We won't let you down.
Thank you for giving us a reading and math summer camp. Mohawk Mania was fun and excellent. I learned it to read better in reading recovery. I got to go on many field trips to Columbia, Charleston, and Myrtle Beach. I appreciate the love you have for Bowman. Your truly, Trayshawn. Dear Senator Matthews, how are you? I hope that you are doing fine. I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to attend Mohawk Mania 2016. I was a Mohawk teacher. Mohawk Mania 2016 was exciting. I learned a lot. I know how to break words down into syllables. I learned a song about vowels. I really like that song. Miss Lawrence is a great teacher, and she taught me that song. I enjoyed everything. Thank you so much. Love, Relasia.
And that was a student from the first grade that showed 100% gain.
My experience from Mohawk Mania was incredible and educating. I learned new ideas, but my favorite one in ELA was chronological order. It showed me how to organize my writing. I want to thank Ms. Arick for teaching me some new ways vocabulary. It was called The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I want to thank Ms. Arick and Ms. Turban for teaching me a lot this summer. Before Mohawk Mania started, I never wanted to come, but now I really enjoy coming. I get to talk to my friends, and I really enjoy coming. We get to go on field trips, and in the school year, I learned a lot of things, new things from 6th grade. And we played some games along the way that help us out. Now it is almost time to leave, and I can't wait for next year. Dear Senator Matthews, this year's program has been a blast. I learned so much for both math and language arts. For math, I learned percents, ratios, proportions, even and odd numbers, and GCF and LCM. For language arts, I learned text structures, point of view, and Greek and Latin words. Thank you so much for all that you did for our program this year, and I hope you will do it again for us next year. Thank you. This is what you call an educated caring. Ms. Arick and Ms. Turban has been like partners to me. They have taught me varieties of things. In Ms. Arick class, we learned about comparing, contrasting, and even more. In Ms. Turban class, we learned about coordinate planes and more. This program has helped me in subjects I needed help in. I learned other things. I would especially like to thank Ms. Turban and Ms. Arick for teaching me what I needed to learn.
And we have one additional reflection coming from Dr. Ida Damon's class.
Thanks for getting the money for this program. You expect high expectations out of us. I know I will do my best to do that. I hope other students will too. The field trips were educational and fun. Speaking as a 6th grader, this was 60% fun and 40% education. I know that sounds bad, but the more fun we have, the easier it will be to get good or greater ratings. I really hope for greater things in the future. Sincerely, Isaiah Bowman.
Now, Ms.
This program is funded by the Education Oversight Committee, which I serve on. And I want to tell you that for next year's program, the money is already in the bank.
Someone has suggested, Senator, they rename this town and call it Matthews.
Now, let me just say to you that one of the ideas that we had was that rural kids can learn. They need high-quality teachers, need more time on task, need greater exposure. And so this grant, I met with the superintendent about 3 years ago, told him to design for me an extended year program. I would present it and I would defend it and I would get it funded. And that's how we got started.
Senator, we want to thank you so much for all that you do for this community. And you said the funding for next year is already secured.
It's already in the bank. See, state government operate a year ahead. So the money that we spent this year was what's in the budget last year. So we already put the money in this year budget for next year.
Fantastic. Senator, you're doing some fantastic work. Anything else y'all want to add at all? Anything extra?
Senator Matthews, I just wanted to let you know that means now we have extended day, we have extended week because we do Saturday Academy, and we also now have extended year, and we greatly appreciate here at Bethune Bowman. It's making a difference, and I want to let you know. Seeing the data today lets you know that it is working.
The data clearly indicated that we're working. We're looking at three different models. One of them is extended day, one of them is extended year. And so we are looking at those models to see which one give us the best outcome and the most efficient. And so far it looked like extended year is doing fine.
Well, we know that in India and in China, they have extended year programs. They go to school much longer than we do in this country. And some have attributed the fact that they have excelled because of that. So I guess that's your understanding of doing it similarly.
if you give kids high-quality teachers and more time on task, it will work.
We want to thank you both so very much for what you're doing for this community and these young people.
Well, thank you very much. And no, it takes a team effort. Not only you have to have high-quality teachers, extended time, but you got to have good administrator, a good principal, and if you get that leadership there with support of the trustees and the community, and I think the parents will begin to value their children's education because they begin to understand that data matter. When you send off for a job, and for an example, if you take work keys, which is our measurement for you're ready to work, and if you make platinum, I guarantee somebody will offer you a job within 2 weeks. They don't see you, they don't know your name, but they just look at the data. So if the data's right, you got an opportunity.
Thank you both so much for what you're doing, and we hope that this will continue. We hope we can be a part of it in any way possible. We love what you're doing. This is fantastic. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate all you're doing.
We're here still at Mohawk Mania. Just a fantastic day, fantastic event. Students who have achieved high measuring marks in math, reading, just phenomenal program for the summer. And I've got the principal here, Ms. Lakeisha Lawrence. She's going to talk to us, Ms. Lakeisha Lewis. She's going to talk to us about the program and introduce to us some of the people that are here.
Okay, we have Ms. Pelzer, she is a grandmother, Ms. Summers, who's a grandmother of Mohawk Mania participants. We have Ms. Idella Carson, she's a board member and a former administrator of Bethune Bowman. And then we have Damara Stevens and Ms. Christine Mack, grandparents of participants. And this is Ms. Summers' grandson, Isaiah. And then we have our vice chairman, who is Mr. Stevens, Vernon Stevens, and he also is from the Bowman community.
And Bowman is really doing fantastic stuff always, because all of you all are Bowmanites.
Yes.
And that's why Bowman is always doing so well. Tell us about today's event. Tell us about your children's achievement, if you will.
I was really impressed and really proud of all the achievements that the students have improved over the summer and through the year. I was really in awe. We're really blessed that they've achieved as much as they.
Ms. Carson, what do you have to say?
I'm so excited. As I always said, the best kept secret now is out of the bag.
And young man, tell us about you and your achievement this summer.
I'm awesome.
It's awesome. And tell us your name again.
Damari.
And how do you feel about your award today?
I like that I got one, and I'm gonna remember it.
You gonna do it again next year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else have something they need to tell us?
This is Ms. Mildred Matt Richardson. She is also a parent of one of our participants.
It's always a pleasure to be at Bowman because you know we are #1 and we plan to stay that way with all these fine programs we're getting. Mohawk Mania was a blessing for this district and we pray that it continue.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Steve, go ahead.
No, we just wanted to say that Mohawk Mania was indeed a blessing, and it's proof that when you have a highly effective teacher in front of your students, that they can achieve. The sky is the limit.
Now this young lady, she won about 4 awards, didn't you? Come on up here, darling. Come on up here. What's your name again?
Crystal.
Now, how many awards did you receive?
3.
Wow. That's a blessing.
Wow. So what are you going to be when you grow up?
A dancer.
Dancer. Okay. Now you come on up here. I talked to you earlier. You said you want to go into TV or something. Didn't you say that?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you really want to do? Radio or TV?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Madison.
Okay, well, we look forward to some great things coming from you as well. We're going to be over here a lot. We're going to talk with all your students a lot, Ms. Lewis, and try to motivate them towards their career goals. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Stevens, come on over here, if you will. Now, who are these 2 young men here now? Who are these young fellas?
The young man to the left is my grandson.
Oh, really?
This young man to my right is my neighbor's grandson. So these are 2 very important young men to me, for me. They are part of our educational system, and I view these 2 young men as our future. And in order for us to prepare them right, we must give them that foundation or those basics to make sure that they are successful in life. So I am very proud and excited about what has occurred here this past summer, and I look forward to the next school term and the next extended year program.
Senator Matthews alluded to the fact that it was Superintendent Wilson who had worked with him years ago, 3 years ago, to secure the grant for this program, and that it was under your direction and guidance, Mr. Stevens. He mentioned you, that you all were very instrumental in this way back when.
Yeah. Our first effort towards, actually it was an actual year-round school concept. We actually supported and we submitted a grant to Race to the Top for a year-round program. We wasn't successful. Had some conversation with the senator and the Education Oversight Committee, along with then Superintendent Dr. Wilson, and we were able to come up with this extended year program. So we have been doing some work behind the scenes in assuring that education goes beyond May in this community. And our goal is to get our children to a point where it will be an extended year or a all year round school system here in Orangeburg, Consolidated School District 5.
Mr. Stevens, thank you for all that you're doing here for Orangeburg, which you continue to do. Greatly appreciate it.
This has been a production of New Perspectives Media, a part of the People Station WOCS 93.7 FM, located at 1581 Russell Street, Orangeburg, South Carolina. New Perspectives Media is sponsored by Orangeburg Consolidated School District 5, Regional Medical Center, the Department of Public Utilities, Jimmy Jones Toyota of Orangeburg, National Kidney Foundation, Curry Insurance Agency, Dean Law Firm. For more information about upcoming programming, tune into 93.7 FM, The People Station.